Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, do hit that subscribe button as well as the bell so anytime any new content is uploaded, you're going to be the first to know about it. Without further ado, you guys, we're just going to dig right on into this video. All right, you guys, so we're going to check out a couple of clips together, but this is kind of like news to me. If you guys knew it, definitely jam it down into the comments section. But apparently, they're saying it's not just alleged, but it was fact that the leading lady in a few of Biggie Smalls music videos was a transgender. Now things are very accepting, right? But back in the day, with the whole East Coast, West Coast, Tupac versus Biggie, that was not the norm. So we're gonna check out two videos. One is with Gene Deal. And then the other is with another guy named Choke No Joke, I believe. But he definitely was connected. He was in that whole scene to really be able to give his testimony. So we're going to check these out. But do wait until the end, you guys, because that's when I actually share my thoughts on the whole situation. And let's just check out this video together, you guys.
Because that was their lifestyle. Now, when we was younger, we wasn't paying attention. But if you go and you look at the Big Papa video, the lead woman or the lead guy in that is a transgender, right?
I'm gonna look it up as you say that.
Yeah, you can.
So you more so, and we could be somewhat candid. You more so just alluding to like the accusations of Diddy being like into homosexual lifestyles.
Yeah.
That energy of hip hop that has always been seen as taboo, and we could never verify it because none of us were on the inside.
Right. Well, I was.
But I was going to ask you, so you've seen this firsthand.
Yeah, I've never seen like origin, but Diddy has hit on me at Steve Rifkin's house. Everybody at the house was gay, but I didn't know it until I really paid attention and looked around at my surroundings. I'm like, oh, shit.
Right.
Like, what's going on?
That sounds like Exhibit's story, because Exhibit had a story like that. They went to Miami.
No, but he went to a club.
Right.
I went to Steve Rifkin's house.
Right.
It was after a BET Awards, we went to the after party.
Right.
Me, Lil' Kim, Hillary Weston, who was Lil' Kim's manager.
Okay.
At the time. And we go to the after party, we run into Diddy, and Diddy tells us to come meet him he tells them, not me. He tells Kim and them, yo, come meet me at Steve Rifkin's house. And we all go over to Steve Rifkin's house. And while we there, there's another executive that been making passes at me a lot in the entertainment industry. He shows up.
For context, what does that look like? Because they're not going to be that bold, are they?
What do you mean?
Is it like, you know how if you shoot a shot at a woman, it could be either very direct or very subtle?
It's very direct. Okay. Not trying to grab a nigga nuts, but you know when someone is attracted to you, male, female.
Okay.
I don't give a f*** is a dog, and he humping on your leg.
Right.
You know the motherfucker horny.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, it was definitely obvious. You know what I'm saying? Especially in hindsight. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that lifestyle exists within the industry, right?
Like, how do you respond to that when he makes a pass at you? You play it off?
You
laugh?
You treat,
like, I'm cool.
For me, at this stage in my life, I'm more mature than to punch a nigga in his face, right? So you just ignore it and, you kind of give him the look like, nah. And giving that nigga the look made him just look hard and made me put my head down. Because he got 5 niggas standing around him. They like the whole booty mob and shit, right? And I'm sitting there like, what the hell? I would grab Hillary by her shirt and I drag her ass outside. Like, yo, this nigga over here on me. Like, yo, don't bring me to nothing like this. And then when I'm not going to name all the people that was there. Now, I talked about this before, but I'm not going to do that, right? But everybody that was there was either gay or secretly gay or bisexual. But right now, from what I know now, and I say they all get down like that, right?
Right.
And me hanging with them, they could have thought that because I was hanging with Lil' Kim, that maybe I would be with that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to knock them for trying. You know what I'm saying? Because all these 75%, 85% of these people that's in the industry that's popular, you know what I'm saying, have succumbed to that lifestyle.
My question for that, and then we can kind of do a spin move out of it. Because I'm always curious about, was it already in them, or was it industry, does the industry groom them to be open to it?
The industry grooms them to be open to it. Like if we go back to the Big Papa video, right? Why is the lead person out of all the bad bitches in New York City back then, even the women in the video, right? Why was the lead a transgender? Why was there, you remember the scene in the bathroom? Why was there a transgender pissing in the bathroom with them and the guy? You
Standing
remember?
up, right?
Yeah. You don't remember there's a woman in the bathroom with klepto, and I can't remember who the other person is, and they looking at the nigga ding ding, and why they standing at the urinal? Like, why is that in there way back then?
Got you. And I just pulled
Now
the
look
scene.
at the girl go to the scene when Buster's talking to her at the bar, and Big walk up and move the nigga, and then, or when she say true, stop it right there and look at the knot in her throat.
Not the knot in her throat. Talking about this young lady?
That's her. Look at her. Zoom in on the throat.
Women can have a little, is that like
Her name is Shamika. She was from Queens and she got killed because she was a nigga who was dating her, didn't know it was a man, and went to have sex with her and found out she was a man, and she's dead and he's in jail.
So you know the story. So when you see that, are you alluding to they sprinkle it in there? They subconsciously make you comfortable with it?
Bro.
Because that is weird for, not to say weird as a derogatory, but it doesn't make sense why that scene would be in a hip-hop video when hip-hop was so much about masculinity and da-da-da-da.
And
so
it's supposed to be homophobic, right? So they say, right?
Right. But we weren't thinking about transgenders back then.
But they're there. Okay. What I believe is that the Tupac Biggie got so gangster and so big that the agenda that they was about to push on us, that they later pushed on us, it just got pushed back. They was getting ready to groom us right there. They was grooming us. We got a transgender in the Big Papa video, in the bathroom, and the lead woman. Not only in Big Papa, and Warning, she's in the bed with Biggie, and then in the Flavor in Your Ear remix, she's dancing behind LL.
Right.
And Hype Williams is the director, and she's the lead in all three of those videos, and he's the director of all three of those videos. And his roommate that was his chick. Or a nigga, or whatever.
Right.
Tupac family, if I'm not that big, and I don't know if this is true or not, but maybe you can tell me, because I always heard this rumor. Is it true that the main girl in the Big Papa video is a transsexual?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the girl. The girl, yeah.
It was a transsexual in there, and she ended up getting killed?
Yeah, I heard the same thing too, man. I think that that gingerbread, the transgender, they killed themselves or whatever. Yeah, but it was a transgender way back then.
And no one knew she was a transsexual?
I guess not. Or somebody did know that, but didn't tell the artist. They played like that, man. That was what was that it wasn't Hype Williams, was it? It was one of those guys who was big at that time and they was doing all kind of videos. What's the director that did the video? Was it Hype Williams or that other guy? Benny Medina, Benny something?
Nah, it wasn't Benny Boom. I can tell you that now. Let me look it up. Hype Williams.
A lot of them dudes was into that lifestyle, man. And you can't tell me that they didn't know. They probably knew, but they ain't tell the artist that. The artist don't pick the dancers in the video. But it was a transgender. A gingerbread man.
Okay, you guys, so this is the portion where I share my thoughts on the entire situation. I don't know about you guys, but like I say, for me, this was tea because I have never heard anything like this before in my life. And I have probably watched those music videos, I'm sure, more than a dozen times, and I did not know. But I think now, like I say, with everything kind of coming to light about Diddy and just us learning, like I say, collectively together more about the music industry and just entertainment just in general, that's something that probably has been going on for a minute. And as we see, because back then that was really, I guess you could say, before internet boom, definitely before social media. So a lot of stuff was done and it was kind of like tucked away. But now, because we are in the age of information, technology, stuff is shared. Stuff is not as hidden as it once was. You know, I don't know whether Biggie knew or not. I don't think so, because like I say, I'm sure I've seen those music videos more than a dozen times and I didn't know. So I don't know. I don't think that Biggie or any of them maybe could tell. Now, maybe possibly Hype, because according to that one guy, Hype kept hiring the transgender woman as the lead. Now, it could just be maybe that was Hype's, taste, and just said, okay, she's beautiful, I want her to be the lead in these different music videos. Or it could have been more to it than that. Maybe they did have a relationship going and that was just one, I don't know. But definitely T, does it surprise me? Not at all, because especially I would say more so now, just learning so much about like kind of what happens really is going on. It's not, it just doesn't seem that far-fetched. And according to what they're able to say, which is really, really sad and unfortunate, that the leading lady, the transgender woman was, unalived. That's really sad to hear, but dang, all I can say is, you guys, wow. But you guys leave comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.